Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Devour. Level up every day, countdown to Invincibility. Chapter 1, Invincible Upgrade System. Punch Strength, 5270 kg. Chin Mu, Apprentice Level 5. The second high school in Zhongcheng is a martial arts arena. Chin Mu left the tester with a solemn expression. 18 years. 18 years. Or is it only level 5 apprentice? We are still 5000 kg away from being a warrior. Behind, the students passed the boxing strength tester one after another. Punch strength, 6720 kg. He Hongwei, apprentice level 6. Zhou Kemming, apprentice level 6. Qian Wen, apprentice level 5. Boom, an astonishing crash sounded in the martial arts arena. Punch strength, 10,200 kg. Ling Qinzu, quasi-martial artist. Following the instructor's exclamation, the results were reported. Chin Mu looked sideways, and through the crowd, among the envious eyes of everyone, a girl with outstanding appearance and a high ponytail was leaving the tester with a faint smile. Hey, Mu, stop looking. His best friend Qian Wen patted Chin Mu on the shoulder from behind. Beautiful Ling became a 9th level apprentice last year. Isn't it a natural progression to be promoted to a quasi-martial artist? Yes. The apprentice level only tests boxing strength, with a level of 1000 kg. If you break through 10,000 kg, you will become a quasi-warrior and can take part in the martial arts assessment. Become a high-ranking warrior, general, grandmaster, or even be promoted to grandmaster and become a member of the Dragon Star. Chin Mu came through time and thought that he was the proud son of heaven. As a result, I spent 18 years normally. No. It would be okay if it was really ordinary. It's a pity that in this world, the strong are respected and ferocious beasts are rampant. If you don't become a warrior, you will end up like an ant. There is no such thing as ordinary, only the suffering of the bottom. Correct. Qian Wen put his arm around his shoulders and asked casually. Will you take the college entrance examination at the end of the month? Chin Mu shook his head. Not participating. Do you know what my family's conditions are like? How can I afford the horrible tuition fees for college? Tisk. Qian Wen frowned and said. Tell me, my mother gave me a name, Qian Wen. Obviously I'm a great warrior, but I insist on writing. But I don't like literature. I can't get a scholarship, my grades are terrible, and I can't become a researcher in college. I'm still a loser. The ferocious beasts are rampant on Dragon Star, but their technological strength is not low. Although he can't fight against the master-level ferocious beast, he is really good at eliminating jobs. If you want to get ahead, you must either be a warrior or become a senior researcher. There are only 24 cities in the entire Dragon Star, all of which are reinforced concrete cities. Outside the city, there are only ferocious beasts. Every city has at least hundreds of millions of people, but not every city has this university. Tens of millions of people take the college entrance examination, but in the end there are only 30,000 university places. The probability is 1 in 1,000. The probability of being promoted to a warrior is even lower than that of being promoted to a warrior. Except for geniuses, there is basically no chance. Let's work. If you can be promoted to a warrior before the age of 30, you might be able to eat some fresh meat, otherwise you will have to eat that hextech meat for the rest of your life. Qian Wen sighed. I heard someone say that the hunting team outside the city still lacks a few bag bearers. They just move supplies nearby and don't go too far into the wild. It's a bit dangerous. The salary is good, 300 credits a day. The most important thing is that you can hang out with warriors there every day. Maybe if someone accidentally misses some ferocious beast meat and replenishes it, he will become a warrior. No, Chin Mu waved his hand directly. There is a shortage of people for that kind of anti-packing job every day, and there is no way to recruit people every day. Do you think everyone else is stupid? He died quickly and had little money. He was killed at the critical moment and there was no pension yet. Chin Mu couldn't accept this kind of job. There is also a younger sister at home. If he is no longer good, he must cultivate his sister, so that he will not live his life in vain. Goodbye, I have to go home and cook. Chin Mu said goodbye to his best friend. Trot all the way home. A 40-story tower. There are over 300 households on the first floor, with only one public corridor and balcony, and a 30 square meter hut opens the door. Chin Mu's family of 3 lives at number 2233. The house is not bought. Zhongcheng provides low rent housing with daily rent. Dip, your rent has been in arrears for 3 days, and a late payment fee of 3 thousandths per day will be charged. Please note that if the rent is arrears for 7 days in a row, the house will be repossessed. Damn it, Chin Mu is really convinced by this world. There is no room for mortals to survive. My father was a second-level warrior and lived a pretty good life. However, he died in the wild during a mission. Because it was a private mission, there was no pension. As a result, for the past 10 years, my mother has been able to barely support the 2 brothers and sisters by working as a skinner in a ferocious animal processing plant. The arrears were not originally a problem. But my mother insists that she will graduate soon and take the simulated martial arts exam, so she needs to make up for herself. This supplement doesn't matter, the rent is already in arrears. Come in, turn on the lights. Not bright. Dear user, as of 1700 today, your account is already in arrears with 18.22 credits. Boom. Chin Mu punched the wall. Stop screaming. Click on the virtual screen on the wall to open your own little treasury. From the more than 100 points accumulated over the years, 30 points are entered into the electricity bill account. In this world, everything needs electricity. If there is no power, Hextech meat will be filled with ice particles in your mouth. Gee, the lights are on. Open black lens bracket ding. Host binding successful. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. The invincible upgrade system is on. Close black lens bracket. What? System. Chin Mu really thought he heard wrong. 18 years. Do you know how I have lived these 18 years? System. Chin Mu exhaled softly, fearing that it was just an illusion. Moment. A panel comes to mind. Invincible upgrade system. Chin Mu. Upgrade points. 0. Martial arts cultivation. Apprentice level 5. Psychic cultivation level. No level. Skill. None. Shall I wipe it? Such a simple panel. But just this simple panel almost made Chin Mu cry. I am also a systematic person. We didn't embarrass the time traveler. Call. Chin Mu took a deep breath. Introduce the system functions. Open black lens bracket ding. The invincible upgrade system has only one function, upgrade. Close black lens bracket. Get an upgrade point every day, which can improve your martial arts, telekinesis, skills and other cultivation levels. Close black lens bracket. So simple. Chin Mu is someone who has been here for some time, and has read as many as 800 novels. This is the first time I have seen such a simple system. Upgrade. Just upgrade directly, don't play tricks. But I haven't upgraded yet. Chin Mu looked at the panel with some embarrassment. Open black lens bracket ding. Upgrade points are refreshed at 2400 every night and must be used on the same day. They are not retained, transferred, or recycled. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. As a first-time binding benefit, the host can receive a novice gift package. Close black lens bracket. Phew. Fortunately, everyone has a gift package, and I am finally included. Chin Mu breathed a sigh of relief. What's in the gift bag? Open black lens bracket ding. Upgrade point. The system only provides upgrade functions. Close black lens bracket. Gone. Could you be any more lazy? Chin Mu looked at the big red envelope in front of him, his hands trembling a little. The European Emperor is possessed. The non-chiefs retreat. Open it for me. Pa. Red envelope opened. Open black lens bracket ding. Congratulations to the host for getting 5 upgrade points. Close black lens bracket. Ah, this. Happiness came so suddenly that Chin Mu almost didn't catch it. Depend on. 5 o'clock. I am now a 5th level apprentice. Can't I be directly promoted to quasi-martial artist? Ha 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 ha. Chin Mu was alone, laughing wildly in the room. Cool. In this damn world, it's time for me to come out and control you, right? Brother, are you okay? Behind. A crisp voice said with a hint of worry. Brother, I know your grades are not good, and you will definitely fail the quasi-martial arts exam, but you can't go crazy, Mom is counting on you. Ha ha ha. Chin Mu laughed wildly again. He turned around and picked up little Chin Yun, who was only a little over 1 meter tall. Brother is not crazy, he is going to become a warrior. Puff. Qin Yun immediately spit out. Brother, you still say you are not crazy. What level of warrior is, what level are you, do you think Xiaoyun has no idea? I'm in 5th grade now, okay. I know how warriors are divided. A 5th level apprentice only has 5,000 kg of punching power, while a warrior needs a minimum of 10,000 kg of punching power. Is there a difference of twice as much? Tisk. Qin Mu was speechless on the spot. Really, why don't you believe it? In mind, Qin Mu directly clicked the upgrade point. Open black lens bracket ding. Martial arts upgrade successful. The current level is apprenticeship level 6. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. Martial arts upgrade successful. The current level is apprenticeship level 7. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. Martial arts upgrade successful. The current level is apprenticeship level 8. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. Martial arts upgrade successful. The current level of apprentice is 9th level. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. Upgrade failed. Close black lens bracket. Breaking through the realm of warriors requires at least one apprentice level skill, and the level of this skill cannot be lower than 50% of the host's level. Close black lens bracket. Breaking through level 4 in a row. The result is stuck at the last level. Just a little bit away from being able to upgrade to become a warrior. Kung Fu. What are apprentice level exercises? Qin Mu has practiced basic boxing skills. Doesn't this count as apprentice level skills? It seems a bit troublesome. Looking at the panel again, the upgrade point after the upgrade failed still exists. Fine. Didn't eat up my upgrade points. Qin Mu breathed a sigh of relief. Don't you have an invincible upgrade system? Why can't you even handle such a simple upgrade? Open black lens bracket ding. The system can forcibly help the host break through the Great Realm, but it will take 10 days. Within 10 days, the system will not be able to use any functions and will no longer obtain upgrade points. Close black lens bracket. Hiss. 10 days. Qin Mu just wanted to say yes. But I wasn't prepared to be so anxious the next second. A book of exercises. If you have the ability of a 9th level apprentice, you might be able to get it. If not, don't you still have telepathy? Upgrade your telekinesis. Open black lens bracket ding. The telekinesis upgrade was successful. The current level is apprentice level 1. Close black lens bracket. Awesome, comfortable, crazy, cool and awesome. Qin Mu roared wildly. Musha, no matter how awesome a martial artist is, he is still not as awesome as a Nianshi. The telekinesis ability can be used as desired, it is extremely difficult to detect, the attack is sharp, and it can fly with shields. Just one word, handsome. There is no need to force a breakthrough. It's such a waste not being able to get upgrade points for 10 days. With these 10 days, I can become a 9th level apprentice master. This is not a warrior. A 9th master who is a 9th level apprentice is no worse than a warrior. Not only is the combat power strong, but the defense power is also strong, if the abilities of the two sides are compared. The mind master can at least cross a large realm and kill the enemy. If it were a sneak attack, even the general level masters might suffer. Ha ha ha, invincible. Qin Mu had no difficulty in handling the martial arts as he had a mind master at his disposal. Alas, little Qin Yun looked at his brother like this. I sighed in my heart. It's over, it's all over. Brother is really crazy. Will the burden of family fall on me so soon? Little Qin Yun stretched out his little hand and touched Qin Mu's cheek, and said softly, It's okay, brother, just wait for me for a few years and I will take care of you. Feed me. Qin Mu was stunned for a moment. He flicked Xiaoyun's head. No matter how good I am, I still don't need you. You don't believe it, do you? Tomorrow I will take the test to be a quasi-martial artist and you can see. Ouch. Qin Yun frowned and rubbed his forehead. Qualified martial artist. Xiao Mu, are you ready to pass the examination? Outside the door, the figure of my mother Yang Ling suddenly appeared. Mom, Qin Yun immediately turned around and threw himself into Yang Ling's arms. My brother is crazy, he said he is going to become a warrior. Yang Ling's face showed a hint of surprise. Real. I just said that Xiao Mu is talented. A warrior will definitely not be able to defeat you. Of course, the ferocious beast meat I bought from Sister Zhang is indispensable. It is said to be at the Grandmaster level. If it weren't for the connections in the factory, such a good thing wouldn't be available for hundreds of thousands. Good guy. Chin Mu immediately became a good guy after hearing this. Co-authored. Have you been deceived by a scammer? No. As soon as the words left his mouth, Chin Mu immediately took them back. If I had to explain this matter, it would be better not to explain it at all, so I had to grit my teeth and say. Yes, after eating the meat you bought, I feel so strong that I can kill a ferocious beast with one punch. Real. Chin Yun's big, smart eyes clearly showed disbelief. But Yongling Xin. Great, I got off work early today because I had a premonition that my little Mu would become a warrior. It seems that your father has a spirit in heaven. Go and burn incense for your father. Phew. Chin Mu nodded slightly and did not defend himself. Nowadays, it is not easy for a man to support a family, let alone Yongling. In the ferocious beast treatment plant, not many men can do the work there, and they smell like blood after get off work. Movements in the Chin family. It obviously alarmed the neighbors around Tongzalo. Fortunately, it was early in the morning, so it wasn't the place where most of the lower-level workers got off work. Only 3 or 5 aunties poked their heads out. Hey, the Chin family is going to send out warriors. Congratulations. Let me just say that the old Chin family is different. Their family has produced warriors before, and they have good blood. If they produce another one, it won't be a problem at all. Come on, my second son told me about Xiao Emu's grades. Last month, he was only at level 5. Everyone was confused. Yongling's expression turned cold. HMPH, can my Xiaomu know how to lie to others? He is able to improve by leaps and bounds, of course because of eating, of course it is the result of hard work. It's okay that Yongling didn't explain. Her cover-up actually convinced many neighbors to believe it was true. Let's not talk about it today. When Kamaka is admitted as a warrior, I will treat everyone to a happy occasion. Snapped. Yongling quickly closed the door. But outside the door, the news that Chin Mu was going to become a warrior quickly spread throughout the Tongzi Tower. Those who live here are all from the bottom. There are thousands of households in the entire building, but not a single one has a warrior. If a warrior comes out of any family, they must celebrate with firecrackers and red envelopes. Yongling wanted to celebrate, but unfortunately she was short of money and couldn't send out red envelopes, so she had to give up temporarily. Mom, let's eat first. Chin Mu turned around and opened the refrigerator, started the food processor, and made hextech and delicacies. Tomorrow I will go to the city to sign up for the assessment. When I become a quasi-martial artist, I will be able to find a good job. Yongling snatched the work from Chin Mu's hands. You are already going to be a warrior, how can you go to the kitchen? Go to the side and wait for the meal to be served. A small house of 30 square meters. Just a living room. The kitchen is retractable, and the bathroom in the corner can also be retracted. After dinner, Chin Mu took Xiaoyun to exercise. As for Chin Mu himself, he didn't dare to practice. Apprentice level 9. The force is 9,000 kg. I can't use it in this little space at home, and I don't have any experience. If I break something, I won't have anywhere to sleep at night. At night, bunk beds lower down from the wall. Xiaoyun climbed up in a hurry. Brother, please tell me the truth. I can still plead with my mother. Otherwise, if you fail to pass the exam tomorrow, it will be miserable. Go take a shower. Chin Mu grabbed her down. Woo. Chin Yun immediately looked aggrieved. Wash it tomorrow and wash it again tomorrow morning, okay. I promise not to report you to my mother, and I will help you intercede. Snort. Dream. Chin Mu ignored her, pushed her directly to the bathroom, and turned on the nozzle. A night of silence. Chin Mu sent Xiaoyun off and headed to the city center. Factories and tube buildings are all around the city. From the balcony, you can see Zhongcheng's over 100-meter high steel wall. The closer you get to the city center, the shorter the buildings become. It seems that rows of dozens of tall towers are the city's second line of defense. Zhongcheng Martial Arts School. It is the second largest martial arts gym in Zhongcheng. It is also the place where most of the warriors in Zhongcheng usually practice and perform tasks. In addition to Zhongcheng Martial Arts Gym, there are 3 martial arts gyms in the city. Boxing Martial Arts Hall, Bay Martial Arts Hall, and Junshan Martial Arts Hall. The first 2 are private and the last is military. The largest martial arts gym in Zhongcheng is the Boxing Martial Arts Gym. The master of the martial arts hall, Wu Boxing, is rumored to be a grandmaster, the #1 expert in Dragon Star. Not urgent. Qin Mu glanced at the Boxing Martial Arts Hall diagonally opposite and thought to himself. Great master. I will be there too. Soon. Level 1 every day, really fast. Qin Mu used to be envious, but now he only looks forward to it. Soon, you can also become a grandmaster and own a martial arts gym. It has a bigger martial arts gym than the Postar Martial Arts Gym. Sit in Dragon Star and have an overview of the 24 cities. Qin Mu stepped into the martial arts hall. Door. They are not the robots you see in everyday street shops, but real beauties, all of them good-looking, wearing close-fitting cheongsam and smiling. Hello, welcome to Zhongcheng Martial Arts Hall. How can I serve you? Qin Mu is not sure about his own strength yet, so he directly declares himself as a warrior. I'm afraid he's still a little short. I want to test my punching power. Okay. The cheongsam beauty nodded slightly. Mr. Qin, we have detected that you are not a member of the martial arts gym. Do you want to apply for a membership? The first month is half price for only 999 credits, and you can enjoy a 30% discount on automatic renewal. Puff. So expensive. Qin Mu almost spit out a mouthful. The first month is half price with 999 credits, which is almost half of my mother's salary. If you are not a warrior, who can afford it? Well, I just wanted to test it before taking the martial arts test. Qin Mu hesitated and replied. Oh, the beauty in cheongsam clicked several times on the virtual screen, with a look of confusion in her eyes. Big data era. As soon as you enter, the video recognizes who you are and displays all your information. Level 5 apprentice, taking the martial arts test. Anyone who sees it should be confused, right? I'm sorry, Mr. Qin. The service quality of the cheongsam beauty is still good. Even though Qin Mu was a bit outrageous, she did not laugh at her. Non-members and non-martialists cannot use the martial arts field or test field. How about you try to apply for the martial arts exam? It's free to apply for the martial arts exam for the first time. In this case, you can test your strength. That's fine. Qin Mu had no other choice but to nod. Follow the cheongsam beauty all the way to the warrior assessment site. It's a coincidence that you came here today. The beauty in cheongsam said with a smile. Many high school students are on vacation today, and students who are qualified to take the martial arts exam are here, so it will be a little slow. Please wait a moment. No need for beauty introduction. Qin Mu had already spotted Ling Qinzu's outstanding figure in the crowd. It wasn't Qin Mu who had any ideas. It's okay if you don't want to pay attention to such a school bell level figure as the key. You can't just follow Qian Wen every day in school, right? That guy didn't need any attention, rubberface, he just came over. Next to Ling Qinzu, there was a young man wearing a metallic gray combat uniform. Good guy, just take the exam to become a warrior, and you even wear formal combat uniforms. It seems that he is not a second-year high school student, otherwise even if he doesn't know this guy, he should look familiar. The cheongsam beauty explained the assessment process to Qin Mu, completed the procedures, and left. After all, how could a 5th-level apprentice deserve her full companionship? But beside Ling Qinzu and the boy, there was a beautiful woman in cheongsam helping to handle the queue business. Wrong. They didn't need to queue up. After the last person finished the test, Ling Qinzu walked directly over everyone. Member. VIP. Qin Mu no longer paid attention, but moved his hands and feet casually to avoid making a fool of himself. With a burst of exclamation, Ling Qinzu scored over 10,000 without any pressure. Followed by the young man. Qin Mu glanced at it. 12,003 kg. Stronger than Ling Qinzu. Lu Zhou, your strength has improved so quickly. Ling Qinzu smiled and congratulated. Lu Zhou said calmly, no, I just ate something good recently. ... The two chatted. Qin Mu didn't intend to pay attention. The team moves forward quickly. It's a matter of punching one person, but you won't be given a second chance anyway. The examiner is watching from the side. Chin Mu. The examiner looked at the data on the virtual screen, with the same doubts in his eyes as the beautiful woman before. You're only at level 5, why are you here making trouble? It's a waste of opportunity. When Chin Mu heard this, he did not flinch. I believe in my own strength. Even if I fail, I won't be far behind. Ah, arrogant young man. The examiner's eyes were full of disdain, and he said in a loud voice, for a little guy like you, I can drive away not only 800 but also 1,000 people in a day, and you are not the first to forcefully ask for an examination. This is a warrior assessment, not a game. If you dare to get a score that is too different, believe it or not, I will prevent you from taking the exam for the rest of your life. Why is there still such a rule? Chin Mu really didn't know. In the past, when I was too far away from a warrior, I would not care about the rules of the assessment. I would know that I was not worthy after just one look at the requirements. The examiner's voice obviously attracted the attention of the people next to him. Ling Qinzu had already planned to leave, but she was attracted. It looks familiar. What's going on with Chin? After all, I just did the front and rear foot assessment yesterday, so I still have some impressions, but I can't remember the name. Chin Mu also had some difficulties. Now that everything is here, we can't just go back in vain. Excuse me, how many tests should I take before the gap is too big? Oh, not scared away yet. The examiner was a little surprised. When he heard that an ordinary candidate would not be able to take the exam for life, he immediately ran away in despair. HMPH, I see that you are somewhat confident, so I won't embarrass you. If you pass the 8000 kg test, it doesn't mean you are contemptuous of the martial arts test. Chin Mu nodded. 8,000, right, no problem. I am a 9th level apprentice. Even though I haven't practiced much, I rely on my experience of punching 1,000 times a day. No matter what, it won't be a lower grade, right? As for whether it can break through the first level, that is unknown. Go all out. You only get one chance. Phew. Chin Mu took a deep breath, stood firm on his horse, concentrated all his strength on his waist, and pumped his fist. Boom. Paw. Chin Mu first punched the tester, and then the wind of the fist made a crisp sound in the air. 10001 kg. The value exceeded 10,000, and the tester exploded the number. Hiss. The examiner immediately took a breath and looked at the tester in disbelief. He turned around and looked at the virtual screen again. That's right, the data was updated yesterday. That's what was just tested yesterday. It's only level 5. Why is it today? Beside, Ling Qinzu's eyes were equally shocked. How can it be? He tested it in front of me yesterday. Level 5 yesterday, warrior today. Looking at how poor he is, he shouldn't be able to afford the genetic enhancement fluid, right? Lu Zhou followed Ling Qinzu's gaze. After being slightly surprised, Saran smiled and said, Qinzu, I guess there was something wrong with the machine I just hammered. As long as the examiner lets the kid take the test again, it will show normal results. Ling Qinzu couldn't help but roll her eyes slightly when she heard this. Have a hammer to break the machine. That is a general level tester. Do you have the strength of a general level? But, besides genetic enhancement fluid, there seems to be no other possibility, unless. The other side. The examiner walked to the tester suspiciously and tinkered with it for a long time. There is nothing wrong, the self-test is normal. No. The examiner turned around and said sharply to Chin Mu, try again, punch with all your strength. Chin Mu himself was a little confused. He was obviously a 9th level apprentice, and he still had no skills. He just hit with all his strength. How could he break through 10,000? Isn't it possible that the system cannot detect it accurately? No time to think too much. Chin Mu took a good stance, pointed his fists at the center of the tester, and punched at full speed. Boom, boom, boom. He punched hard and hit the tester with a series of rhythmic explosions. 9210 kg. 9129 kg. 8810 kg. ... A large number popped up on the display next to the tester. Boom. The last punch came out. 9450 kg. Ended with 50 consecutive punches. This is the requirement for the all-out punch test, 50 times. One punch is a test of your explosive power, 50 punches is a test of your sustained attack power. Drop. The tester displays the results. Average full strength 9180 kg, apprentice level 9. Hiss. The examiner was also confused. The results are fine, but the result just now was over 10,000. I am a 9th level apprentice. When I am in good condition, I occasionally exceed 10,000. Actually, the tester is just an aide. The punching power of a martial artist is different from that of an apprentice at level 5. It depends on the speed and strength of the fist. Anyone with a little experience will know that there is a difference. If it weren't for the data displayed on the virtual screen showing that Chin Mu was only at level 5 yesterday, he wouldn't even have asked. But now, the examiner looked over with a solemn expression. Are you a student? Yesterday was supposed to be the graduation exam for some high schools. In that case, did you hide your strength? About that, Chin Mu had already thought about it when he came. No, my grades were really not good before, but in the past 2 days, I ate some ferocious beast meat that my mother bought from the trail, and then I got a fever again. As a result, I felt that my strength had greatly improved, so I came here for the test. In this way, it shouldn't be dragged into slices, right? After all, it sounds like that. Oh, the examiner was also embarrassed for a while. You dare to buy the meat of ferocious beasts on the black market, either from scammers or highly poisonous. Are you not afraid of eating it to death? Looking at your rosy face and strong punches, I guess there's nothing wrong with your health, but it's best to get it checked out. Hiss. It's not that Chin Mu is afraid of inspections, it's just that if he can avoid inspections, it's best not to go. Follow. The examiner said. With your strength, although you are still far away from being a warrior, you are enough to become a quasi-martial artist and participate in the actual combat assessment. Now it depends on whether you want to take the exam. Certainly, Chin Mu came here to take the martial arts test, and now that he could do it all at once, it was impossible to refuse. Good. The examiner connected dots on the virtual screen. You can go back and prepare for the martial arts test in 7 days. By the way, eat less black market stuff. Just because you don't die once, doesn't mean you will have such good luck every time. Chin Mu nodded in agreement. The other side. Lu Zhou sneered coldly. This kid's luck is really bullshit. He bought an unknown object on the black market and didn't die, but his strength increased greatly. There was confusion in Ling Qinzu's eyes, as if she was planning to buy this explanation, and she immediately took 2 steps forward. This is classmate Chin. Can I ask what kind of food you eat? After all, I'm quite curious. If you can eat the meat of ferocious beasts that increase your strength by 5 levels, you must be at least a master, right? Ask. If you ask, you just don't know. Although Chin Mu was surprised that Ling Qinzu would come and speak, the answer was already prepared. I'm sorry, I really don't know. I'm just responsible for eating, not cooking. Ling Qinzu choked up when she heard this. She wanted to ask more questions, but Chin Mu had already walked away. Lu Zhou looked upset. Qinzu, there are lucky boys like this all the time, why waste our time? The Thunderblade Grandmaster of Wanzhong Pavilion will start classes soon. It's not good to be late. Ling Qinzu shook her head slightly. I'm sorry, you can go to the master class by yourself. I have some personal matters to take care of. Finished. Ling Qinzu left the stunned Lu Zhou and chased him out alone. Upgrade 5 levels in 1 day. What is this concept? I exercised every day, took supplements every time, and from time to time went to attend classes under the master's tutelage and received military commander level coaching. It took 3 years to break through to level 5. What can be directly upgraded to level 5 if you eat it? Ling Qinzu must figure it out. Chin Mu did not have a smart device, so before leaving, he still planned to confirm the martial arts test. Hello, has Mr. Chin finished the exam? The receptionist happened to be the same Cheongsam beauty from before. Are you planning to apply for a membership now? Membership in our martial arts gym is very cost-effective. The training equipment and testing equipment are all top-notch. Being a member also allows you to enter the warrior exchange area, learn experience, and receive some tasks issued by warriors. Member Mall. No, I want to confirm the time and place of the martial arts exam. Chin Mu didn't want to listen to advertisements here for a year. The beauty in Cheongsam was obviously surprised. She turned around and clicked on the screen. Martial arts test. That requires the strength of a quasi-martial artist. The words have not yet finished. The Cheongsam beauty saw Chinemu's identity as a quasi-warrior displayed on the screen. Hiss. Suddenly, the look on the Cheongsam beauty's face changed. Although it's still a smile. But this time the smile was obviously sweeter. Dear quasi-martial artist Mr. Chinmu, customer service Xiaobing, we are happy to serve you. Xiaobing bowed with a bright smile. This is your first time to participate in the warrior assessment. You are under 20 years old. You can receive a growth gift package specially prepared by Zhong City for talented young warriors. The gift package contains 10,000 credit points and a martial arts gym membership card. Xiaobing saw Chinemu's obvious reaction to the credit points, and his enthusiasm for sales suddenly surged, and he gushed. Mr. Chinmu, your talent is actually considered excellent. As an excellent quasi-martial artist, you can also choose to sign up as a peripheral member of the martial arts gym. Not only can peripheral members of the martial arts gym become members of the martial arts gym for free, but they also receive a monthly subsidy of 10,000 credit points. In return, you only need to sell all the hunting items to the martial arts gym. The prices are all public, and there will never be any big data killing. Hiss. Free membership. Do nothing and earn 10,000 credits per month. How much is mom's salary? Overtime work should not exceed 4,000. You don't have to do anything to get 10,000 yuan per month. Take off. Are you sure that you really don't have to do anything, as long as you ensure that all the ferocious beasts you kill are sold to the martial arts gym? Chinmu just finished speaking. Don't sign. A voice scolded from far away. Turn around. Ling Qinzu hurried over, frowned, and said complainingly, why are you signing a contract without even saying hello to me? Then he showed a slightly embarrassed smile to the front desk. I'm sorry, we still need to discuss the contract. Then, Ling Qinzu pulled Chinmu away without any explanation. I wipe it. My first prostitution job is just gone. Chinmu hasn't figured out the situation yet. Behind the two of them, Lu Zhou had almost clenched his fists and gritted his teeth. Where did this damn poor guy come from? The smart device turned on and whispered. Did you scan that kid just now? I want all his information. Immediately. Immediately. One breath. All information about Chinemu's photos appeared in the virtual projection. Chinmu, a second-year high school student. His father was killed in battle, and his mother Yang Ling. Lu Zhou's mouth showed a hint of defiance. Tianlu ferocious beast treatment plant. The other side. Qin and Mu went out. Ling Qinzu then let Chinmu go, stuck out her tongue and said playfully. I'm sorry, classmate, I was a little presumptuous just now. But things happened suddenly. No one knows why you suddenly wanted to sign that kind of agreement. Chinmu was a little surprised. How? Is there something wrong with that agreement? It's just a targeted sale. There's no requirement to sell, let alone how much. Ah, Ling Qinzu suddenly showed a surprised look. You don't want to get away with it, do you? Each martial arts school has strict review methods. The simplest one is that you must hand over all the harvest when you enter the city. Don't mention bringing your own. As long as you sign a contract, you don't need to bring your own. You can eat it yourself if you want. After you sell it, you can buy it from the martial arts mall. Puff. Although Chinmu didn't have this idea, he was slightly shocked by such an awesome method. HMPH, now you know how powerful it is, right? Ling Qinzu raised her head somewhat proudly and said. Your talent is quite good, and you can't tell it from low-level ferocious beasts. But above the general level, there will be a big gap in the price of ferocious beasts. Even if you want to eat it yourself or bring it to your family, you will still have to pay more than 30%. The price difference. 30%. Depend on. Such a bloody profit. Seeing that Chinmu was shocked and silent, Ling Qinzu smiled and said, so, do you want to thank me? Good guy. Is there such a main request for thanks? I'm afraid there's something wrong. Chinmu did feel that this agreement was a bit of a scam, but not much, but he still thanked him. Ling Qinzu nodded with satisfaction. Received. Now let's get down to business. Most of the agreements made by martial arts forces are exclusivity, and there are many deceptive clauses in them. You are still young and have good talent, so there is no need to sign the agreement so early. When the warrior assessment is over, if your results are outstanding, then various forces will offer you more favorable terms. This is just a little tip, given to you for free. Chin Mu really wanted to say, I am actually interested in those 10,000 monthly credits. We have had enough of life without money. You seem to know a lot about warriors. Are there any tips for martial arts exams? After Chin Mu asked, he immediately followed, you can pay, under reasonable circumstances. Ling Qinzu raised her head and thought for a moment. That's not true. During the martial arts test, there was a drone following me throughout the whole process. There are no skills or tricks to speak of. The only trick is, don't hide your strength. Ling Qinzu's expression turned serious. There is no need to hide your strength, it will only delay your own development. Resources are limited. It seems that martial arts members can use various training equipment, but in fact, many training rooms are time limited. Ordinary members can only use 1 hour per week. Think about it, this is still equipment. The other various animal cores, various genetic potions, and even powerful spiritual marrow potions are all extremely rare. If you don't have extraordinary talent, why should the martial arts gym provide you with resources to practice? If you buy it with money, the price is really hard to accept. Understood. Although Chin Mu didn't know Ling Qinzu very well, he could tell from her famous brands and her cute and powerful mate 3090 Ti that her family was not short of money. Even she found the price unacceptable. To Chin Mu, that was an astronomical figure. Seeing as she said so much, she probably thought she had hidden her strength before, right? Unfortunately, no. Chin Mu pondered slightly and said, you want to know about the beast meat? I really don't know. If I have a chance to buy it next time, I will definitely let you know. Ling Qinzu didn't chase him out for some ferocious beast. Because she knew it was almost impossible, the probability was too low. The examiner didn't ask more questions because he probably thought Chin Mu was hiding his strength. Ling Qinzu also thought about it, but as a classmate, she had no impression of it for so long. The school caught up with 5th level apprentices. We can't just catch a handful of them. Level 5 apprentices are already poor students in school, so we really can't catch that many. Students from ordinary backgrounds would not have the idea of winning and hiding their strength. Because only by performing well can you win rewards from the school. It's not hiding, it's not a ferocious beast. Ling Qinzu can only think of the extremely special situation her grandfather said in her heart. Read the teacher. According to rumors, some genius telepathy masters can remain inactive for more than 10 years, but once the telepathy core in their minds explodes, their strength will skyrocket. Level 5 in one night. For a genius mind master, this is definitely an extremely outstanding achievement. With this guess, Ling Qinzu chose to say this. To know, any spiritual teacher is a resource that many people compete for. And a genius mind master is something that can only be encountered but cannot be sought. For practice, Ling Qinzu has average interests, but she is very interested in business and investment. Please don't mind about the ferocious beast, I'm just asking. There are 7 days left for the martial arts exam. There are about 10,000 candidates in Zhongcheng. In addition to the students of this year, there are also candidates who have failed in previous exams. There are even candidates who have not taken the exam for several years in a row just to make a splash in the martial arts exam. In 7 days, the improvement in cultivation may not be much, but the improvement in actual combat is a lot. You are not a member of a martial arts gym. Do you have a place to practice? This is not nonsense. Of course not, but he didn't want to talk too much to the school beauty. Too many words lead to mistakes. No, I have a way to practice. Chin Mu refused directly. Ling Qinzu seemed to have guessed it. Okay, then leave your smart number. We will take the assessment together then, and maybe we can get closer. Watch the other person show off their smart device. Chin Mu was immediately embarrassed. A smart device costs 7,000 to 8,000 credit points, and the better ones can cost hundreds of thousands. Wherever I can afford to play, there is a communicator. Well, it was the mobile phone I played with the most before, and the screen was still broken. No, let's talk about it then. Chin Mu turned around and left. Ling Qinzu stood frozen at the door of the martial arts hall for an instant, letting the cold wind blow away the black hair on her temples. What's the situation? It's just a number, is it so difficult? Before, people used to ask me for my number. To be honest, Ling Qinzu always gave other people's numbers based on their mood. If she didn't like them, she wouldn't give them to them no matter how rich she was. So, is it so uncomfortable to be refused a number? Congested. It's better to refuse more next time. You have to make money back. You have to refuse at least 100 people. ... On the road, Chin Mu checked his phone and saw the news that 10,000 credit points had arrived. Finally he breathed a sigh of relief. 10,000. Huge sum of money. Instead of going home directly, I passed by the automatic supermarket on the street and bought some fresh meat, a low-level ferocious beast, and a red-tailed ferocious cow. No other purpose. I just want to change my mind, and I can't always rely on hex technology. Dip, your current consumption is 1,200 credits. Good guy. 3 pounds of meat, with some fresh watery vegetables, 1,200 credits. Originally I wanted to save some money for a smart device, but now that I think about it, I might as well forget it and wait until after the warrior assessment. Chin Mu opened the panel. Invincible upgrade system. Chin Mu. Upgrade points. 0. Martial arts cultivation. Apprentice level 9. Psychic cultivation level. Apprentice level 2. Skill. None. There are still 7 days left, and we haven't asked about the martial arts yet. I think we will only have the chance after the martial arts test. The remaining 7 days are just enough to raise your mind power to level 9. Chin Mu saw the power of telepathy and then remembered. The blow just now exceeded 10,000 kg. Could it be because of telepathy? The more I think about it, the more it makes sense. There was pressure in that punch. Strike with all your strength, concentrate all your mental power, and add secondary telekinesis to the power of the punch. Hiss. So, if you think about it this way, as long as you study telekinesis well, even if your level is not good enough as a warrior, in actual punching, you will definitely be on par with a warrior. I just don't know how many levels there are, and there's no place to test it. If that doesn't work, go to the martial arts school and sign up for a membership tomorrow. The price for the first month is quite cheap. While thinking about it, a black shadow suddenly flashed in front of Chin Mu's eyes, and there was a bang. The two sides collided. Ouch! The black shadow on the opposite side was knocked out by Chin Mu, but nothing happened to him. The physical fitness of a 9th-level apprentice is not something that just any passerby can touch. Chin Mu looked up and saw that it happened to be the entrance of his unit downstairs. The man who fell to the ground, as thin as a monkey, was getting up and cursing, "Boy, do you even know who I am?" Follow the voice. Several strong black figures surrounded him immediately. I saw that everyone was shirtless, wearing a pure black metal vest on the chest, and the graffiti was colorful and it was impossible to see what was written. But one of the wolf heads is very obvious. Chin Mu not only saw it, but also knew it. Hungry Wolf Gang. This is a gang entrenched in a nearby neighborhood. Hey, who do I think you are? Isn't this the new martial artist in our community? To the left, a bald man stroked his bald head with a sinister smile. Damn it, know me. Do you still know that I was promoted to a warrior? The community ant's voice transmission ability is so strong that she caused an uproar in the entire community in one day. Thump. The thin monkey that he bumped into just turned over, showed a rotating dagger, and said with an evil smile. Master Warrior, the world is not going well these days. Please lend some credit points to our brothers for emergency situations. Ha ha. Chin Mu smiled. Past. If you see the Wolf Gang, you should definitely take a detour. These guys know who has money and who doesn't in the Tongzi building on the ground floor, and generally won't take the initiative to cause trouble for them. Since you know that I am a warrior, you still dare to rob me. Yo, several people immediately laughed wildly. Boy, when I call you Master Warrior, do you really think you are a green onion? Are we, the Wolf Gang, afraid of warriors? I'm afraid you don't know the reputation of my blue-eyed wolf. 8 if not 10 warriors died in my hands. Several people nearby laughed. You're a poor guy, I'm sorry you don't have much knowledge. Did you see it over there? That's 98k. Are you a guy like you who can't even afford a D-class helmet? The strong man pointed his hand at his head and said with gesture. Boom. One shot to the head. Shall I wipe it? Can today's gangsters carry this thing? Chin Mu usually doesn't interact with these guys. He knows that their robberies are ruthless and they also kill people. But I really didn't know that in Zhongcheng, which has a large number of warriors, they still use sniper rifles. Anyway, This is not a small caliber weapon, it is really a deterrent. Chin Mu was not going to use his head to test the large caliber bullet. Tell me, what do you want? Hey, the blue-eyed wolf grinned. Take the road. Looking at you, you just went to the martial arts gym for an exam, right? Tisk tisk, young warriors under 20 years old will be rewarded with at least 10,000 credit points. Depend on. These dogs have really sharp noses. Menching, is that all? Chin Mu asked with a frown. Ha ha ha, the blue-eyed wolf laughed wildly. Of course not. Brothers know your situation very well, otherwise they wouldn't be able to block you downstairs. Hand over all that ferocious beast meat that made you jump 5 levels in a row. Thin Monkey followed and said sternly, don't forget to mention the purchasing channels and contacts. Speechless. Chin Mu was speechless. My mother said something yesterday, and I don't know how many versions were circulated overnight. Now I want to block the door and become a treasure. Call. Chin Mu took a deep breath. If it's a gangster who blocks the road by chance, it's better to have less trouble than more trouble. But now, it was clear that he was coming for me, blocked the door, and knew his house number. What to do next? Chin Mu's heart trembled, and he was not going to sit still and wait for death. At the same time, the blade in the pocket began to vibrate slightly, as if in response. Chin Mu woke up early today. His mother brought back scrap blades from the factory. She originally planned to melt them into a sword for her own practice. As a result, I took a piece the size of a fingernail and put it in my hand to practice telekinesis. The level requirements for a mind master are the same as those for a martial artist. 1000 kg Level 1. Level 2 Telekinesis Apprenticeship is 2000 kg. This punch hit a guy with a strong body and a steel plate to protect him, and it seemed like he was missing something. But what if it is replaced by a 2000 kg blade? To know. The initial impact force of an ordinary bullet hitting the target is only about 500 kg. The metal warhead exploded at a small point, which made it appear powerful. 2000 kg, absolutely comparable to a sniper rifle. And this is freely controlled. Simply say, the sniper blade in Chin Mu's hand can be turned and reused. To the left and behind, the sniper position is about 6 meters away. The first few threats are less serious. Hey, what are you thinking about? The strong man yelled angrily. Do you really want to hit your head? Don't. Chin Mu quickly waved his hand and said no. I'll put the dishes away and take off the phone. Ha ha. The blue-eyed wolf suddenly laughed to death. What age are you in, and you still use a mobile phone? What a poor guy. Chin Mu didn't say much and put down the packaging bag. He slowly reached into his pocket. Suddenly, the right hand flicked violently. With a force of 9,000 kilograms, an afterimage appeared. Pa! There was a crisp sound as the air was sucked out. And a subtle black shadow, with a tiny sound of breaking wind, was hidden in this crisp sound. I'm drafting uncle. The blue-eyed wolf didn't expect that the poor boy in front of him would dare to fight back. You fool, shoot. Facing a warrior, he was also panicking in his heart. He was just annoyed that he couldn't get the money, but it wasn't worth it if he lost his life. A shout. No response. Another sound. You idiot. The blue-eyed wolf looked angrily. I saw the idiot holding 98k, his eyes were dull, and there was a thin blood mark of about half an inch between his eyebrows, which was almost undetectable. What's the situation? Chin Mu succeeded in killing the sniper with one blow, and then punched him back. Bang! This blow has a force of 10,000 kg. Hit the blue-eyed wolf directly in the face. Click! The nose bones, eye sockets, and the entire face suddenly sunk in, and blood spurted out from around Chin Mu's fist. Geez, go to hell for me. The thin monkey was not frightened by the blood. Instead, he became fierce and stabbed out the knife in his hand. At this moment, Chin Mu had already retracted his fist, turned it into a knife with his backhand, and slashed directly at the thin monkey's arm. Hey! A sinister smile appeared on the thin monkey's lips, and his body suddenly leaned back, completely sideways as if it had no spine. Below, the thin monkey quickly raised his kick and headed straight for Chin Mu's vitals. In the corner of his eye, a cold light flashed below. Depend on. There are knives on the feet. Chin Mu's cultivation level was low before, but that didn't mean he had never fought. What is the school for? Sparring for at least an hour every day, you must have experience. As for the viciousness of street fights, I have heard of them. But it's 1,000 words and 10,000. Fighting on the spot is not a one-on-one sparring session. When fighting in a group, it's normal to bring a knife, sneak attack, feint, and lie. If you cheat, you win. Win is life, lose is death. Now that he realized what he was doing, Chinmu knew that he had been careless just now and should not have cut the skinny monkey's body with his knife without adjusting his posture. It was too late to retreat now. Psychic power. Chinmu's eyes suddenly opened and his mind was focused. The metal blade under the thin monkey's feet was suddenly pushed aside. What was supposed to be a sure shot failed. The thin monkey was stunned, and his eyes were filled with disbelief. How is it possible? Where did you get the third hand to move the knife away? Chinmu's hands were both looking at the thin monkey. With this move, he has really killed a warrior. To deflect this move, unless the other party is too highly cultivated and reacts super fast, or even more so, the other party has a third hand, a third invisible hand. Hiss. You are. At this time, Chinmu advanced instead of retreating, and slashed hard with his knife, accurately hitting the thin monkey's throat. Just hear a click. The throat was chopped to pieces. What I didn't say in full ended up being stuck in my throat. Follow closely. Chinmu's right hand turned the knife into a claw, pinched the thin monkey's neck, directly lifted him up, and blocked him by his side. Poof! The dagger of the strong man next to him was about to stab Chinmu, but this time, it was blocked by the skinny monkey's body. Slow down a little. Chinmu was able to regain his footing, adjust his position, and take half a step back with his right foot. Fly away instantly. It was an almost perfect replica of Slender Monkey's move just now. Snapped. Snapped. 2 blasts. This time, Chinmu could feel the sound of the eggshell breaking even through his sneakers. Easy to use. Although this trick is a bit insidious, it is really effective. Ouch, oh oh. The strong man jumped up and down. His face was so painful that he let out a sharp roar. Since Chinmu started, he can only take 1 or 2 breaths now. The tide of battle reversed. The last strong man, no matter how stupid he was, knew that he was going to encounter a tough situation today. Turn around and run. Pity. Chinmu launched with a single palm. Whoosh. An inaudible sound broke through the air. The next second, the strong man who escaped fell to the ground, his feet twitching from time to time, but not a single word came out of his mouth. Chinmu turned around and used a twisting lock to control the neck of the man who was howling in pain. Click. Break the head off. ... Call. All solved. Chinmu breathed a sigh of relief, but there was no time to waste. Retract the blade. Walking to the grass, he slapped it hard, sending the blade tens of meters into the ground. Then he picked up the 98K and fired several shots at the sniper's forehead wound. Then, even the fainted blue-eyed wolf was killed with a few shots. The purpose of shooting is to erase the traces of the blade attack. 98K is very powerful. If you open it to the forehead, it will explode to pieces, and even ghosts will not be able to see it. The rest are doing last-ditch hits to ensure that you will die, and of course they will maintain a death mode. Ling Qinzu said not to hide your strength, but it was about telepathy. No matter what Chinmu thought, he still wanted to keep it as his trump card. Really easy to use. At critical moments, this is a life-saving trump card. If you don't have telekinesis today, your credit points are definitely not guaranteed. If the other party takes money or things, they may not let you live. Clean up the battlefield and make sure nothing is missing. At last, Chinmu took out his mobile phone. Hey, security team. There is a murderer at the gate of Unit 15 in Nangong Community Number 3. Send someone over to take a look. ... It's working time now and there aren't many people around. Only upstairs, a few aunts poked their heads out. Time passed by minute by minute. The smell of blood filled the air. Chinmu didn't feel any discomfort, but felt much calmer. Nothing else. My mother has worked in a ferocious animal treatment plant for more than 10 years, and the house smells of blood. The blood of ferocious beasts is more fishy than that of humans. The smell here made Chinmu feel like he was home. My mood immediately calmed down. Time passed by minute by minute. 30 minutes. After waiting for 30 minutes, the security team turned on the alarm and slowly drove into the community. The two security guards confirmed the surrounding situation and then got out of the car to inspect the scene. The second in command of the Hungry Wolf gang, Blue-Eyed Wolf, Slender Monkey, 5 of them died. Young man, did you report the case? The security team members took a quick look at the scene and found that there was only one young man, Chin Mu, and asked. Right, well, did you see the murderer? The security team member turned on the smart device and started recording. I killed him, Chin Mu replied calmly. The two security guards were stunned for a moment, and then they began to look at Chin Mu again. His chest, clothes, shoes, and hands were all covered with splatters of blood, and his pupils shrank suddenly. Thump thump thump. The two retreated at the same time and took out their stun guns. Don't move. Put your hands up. Chin Mu was cleaning the battlefield because he had no intention of hiding the murder. There are surveillance cameras in the community, but there are not many, and they are in disrepair. But what if there is a good one and the picture is really captured? Simply admit it. Chin Mu slowly raised his hand and said calmly. I am a warrior. Hiss. When the two security guards heard this, their expressions immediately improved a lot, but they were still confused. This is Tongzalo, a community on the ground floor. A young man who looks like a student becomes a warrior. Is it possible? A phoenix has flown out of the henhouse. Do not move. One security guard remained alert, while the other clicked on the smartphone to scan Chin Mu. Drop. A message pops up. Chin Mu, 18 years old, quasi-warrior. It's true. The two of them were no longer nervous and put away their stun guns. Quasi-warrior, but still enjoys the special regulations for warriors. The security guard said slowly. Are these people from the Hungry Wolf gang, here to rob you? Hee. No need for Chin Mu to say, the other party already knew what was going on. This is a low-class community, and the security force is insufficient. In other words, no one pays attention to the situation here at all. Even if a dead body appears on the street, it will take at least a long time to deal with it. They won't care about minor disputes at all. Even if they take action, as long as no one is killed, they won't care about it. They are all martial arts practitioners. If you have the ability, you can practice martial arts and fight back. If you don't, just endure it. Therefore, the gangs that often hang out here usually do not cause any casualties, so as to avoid trouble. Chin Mu put down his hands and nodded lightly. Yes, they know that I passed the martial arts test and there is a reward. If they block me downstairs, I will fight back. Is that okay? The security guard waved his hand. Hey, what's up? It's just a few gangsters who died. At your age, you can be considered an excellent warrior, right? This group of guys also blocked outstanding warriors in the previous neighborhoods. The opponents were all young and inexperienced and did not dare to fight back. They were robbed a lot. As for you, you should be the first to fight back. 10,000 credits. For the lower class communities, it is not a small sum, just a few months' salary for ordinary people. The money that gangsters usually make is 1,000 or 2,000. It seems dangerous to engage such excellent warriors, but in fact, the people they deal with are young people and children. They have never seen blood. Who dares to resist once the gun is drawn? The security guard suddenly remembered something. By the way, I heard from the reporter that they had 98K, didn't they? Damn it, you know everything, but you just don't arrest me, right? Chin Mu's eyebrows moved slightly. Well, the first shot didn't go off, but I was faster with the second shot. The two security guards' doubts about Chin Mu's performance turned into exclamation. Sure, you're lucky and your strength is pretty good. It seems like you should get good results in the martial arts test in a few days. How about it? Do you want to consider joining the military? Even if you don't want to go to the military academy, you can be directly assigned to the security team. For warriors, especially excellent warriors, every force wants to attract people. After all, there is a reward for attracting people, and it is a large reward. Chin Mu hesitated for a moment. I still need to discuss it with my family. There was no outright rejection. After all, they are still dealing with their own cases, so it would be inappropriate to refuse directly, and of course it would be inappropriate to join. I don't know what's going on, and the past is a trap. It's okay. My surname is Wang. I'm older than you. Just call me Lao Wang. This is my number. Tell me when you think about it. Lao Wang is also a martial artist, but he is only a second-level martial artist. At their age, they all barely passed the martial arts exam when they were around 30 years old. They have some cultivation, but no prospects for further study. Assigned to be a small security guard, it is relaxing, no burden, good benefits, and safe, without having to fight with ferocious beasts. Left a number. Chin Mu saw that Lao Wang was leaving. Don't I need to go back with you to take notes? Ha ha ha. The two laughed at the same time. This little thing has been recorded, and the logistics team will handle the rest. Lao Wang patted Chin Mu on the shoulder familiarly. You can go home with peace of mind, practice hard, try to get a good place in the exam, and bring some glory to our tube building. Finished. The two drove away without even waiting for the logistics team to arrive. As for the blue-eyed wolf and the others, they were just lying on the ground. Chin Mu could only say that he was not surprised by this. Go home. Cook. Go back one day. Xiaoyun actually came back with Yongling. Sniff sniff. Qin Yun rushed to the pot as soon as he entered the door. Brother, I don't know how your martial arts are, but your cooking skills have improved so much that you are really brave. The broth you stew has the smell of ferocious beasts. Ha! Qin Mu stepped forward and scratched Xiaoyun's nose, then laughed and cursed. With your little nose, you can smell the smell of ferocious beasts. The red-tailed ferocious cow, eat it while it's hot. Red-tailed ferocious bull. When Yongling heard this, she was immediately happy. Xiao Mu, have you passed the examination as a warrior? Ah, Xiaoyun, who was serving the meat, was suddenly stunned. Yes, the meat of the ferocious beast is several £100 per pound. Where did I get the money? Your brother is not an ordinary warrior, he is an excellent warrior. Zhongcheng reward, 10,000 credit points. Qin Mu has been happiest today for so many years. Mom, I paid 1 month's rent. I will keep some for myself and I will transfer the remaining 5,000 credits to you. No, Yongling clicked on the direct phone and transferred the credit points back. I still have money in hand. If I don't have to rush for rent, I can pay my salary at the end of the month, and I don't even need to borrow money. You're about to take the official martial arts exam, right? There are no smart devices, so it will be inconvenient when the time comes. Also, do you want to prepare weapons or something? How many years? Yongling had even forgotten what the rules of the martial arts exam were. Just kept anxious. Just tell me what's missing. If necessary, I'll ask a colleague to borrow more. It's a ferocious beast outside the city. It's very dangerous. How can we do it without weapons and armor? Qin Mu shook his head. Or transfer the credit points back. No, I've read the rules of the martial arts test. Weapons and armor are provided, so you don't have to spend money. And the salary of a warrior is very high. Some people can pay a monthly salary of 10,000 yuan without taking the exam, and they don't have to work. Wow, Qin Yun immediately jumped up in surprise. Brother, are you really admitted to be a warrior? At this point, she still couldn't believe it. With a monthly salary of 10,000 yuan, you don't have to work. Mom, tell him quickly, how can there be such a good job in the world? Yongling was also puzzled. Your father was also a warrior before, and his salary was over 10,000, but it's impossible. Qin Mu chuckled. Excellent warrior, do you know what an excellent warrior is? Qin Yun tilted his head. He was not only incredulous, but also unbelievable, but looking at the old man's appearance, it really didn't look fake. Don't be in a daze, let's eat quickly. The meat will be cold after a while. Aha, Qin Yun then drooled. Yongling's face was full of smiles, and her wrinkles seemed to be reduced. The other side, Zhongcheng Martial Arts School. Supervisor Guo Yue watched with shock as the examiner reported today's preliminary exam results. You. What do you want me to say about you? Well, Guo Yue shouted. Although this is my first time as an examiner, it can't be so outrageous, right? An 18-year-old boy broke level 5 in a row overnight, and you just asked him a few questions and let him go. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.